Good day everyone, welcome to channel AMEC. My name is Carl Young, registered migration agent here. Today I would like to share news which is not new. The reason that I've been postponed on providing this news is due to all the busy schedule where I have recently returned back from my business trip to Australia. So yes, I'm back in Brisbane, Australia now. Now, on the day that I return, which is on the 17th of April, there's a major news coming from the Australian Border Force. It's not really an immigration matter, but I'm required, and I believe I need to let this news out for all the travelers who are either international students, a visitor, tourists, whatever the visa that you hold, working holiday visa coming into Australia. So from today, or from 17th of April, which is today and onwards, there is the Department of Border Force has imposed further restrictions and law in regards to what is required to be declared and what can bring into Australia. Now, it's very, very vital. The reason I'm saying that because they have imposed a lot of civil penalties and a lot of actions that the border force at the airport clearance can do if you not disclose or false disclose or basically forgot to disclose, then you're liable to face some sort of penalty, and furthermore, possible cancellation of a visa and deported back to your home country straight away, and further ban you for a further 3 years of entering into Australia. So it's incredibly strict, and I believe I have the I need to tell everybody. So just listen up. Let me flick into the news that we received so you can actually see it yourself. And if you do have friends and family traveling into Australia, whichever the city that or airport that you're gonna arrive at, make sure you know what you bring and what's in your luggage and declare them as required. So let's jump into the actual news here. It's this is from SBS News. So basically, on the April 17th, visitor to Australia failed to declare prohibited items might be have their visa shortened or cancelled. So it's incredibly strict. That's why I believe it's my role to allow and let the public know and all the travelers know. So prohibited certain foreign goods. So I got a list of all these goods. We can go through all this list all together. So if you haven't noticed about this, you better know it before you come. Otherwise, there will be a lot of problematic issue that you may face at the airport. So basically, that's what they're saying, and the news is pretty big. Now, make sure if you have medications coming in, you do need to have a doctor to certify what medication is prescribed with. So you don't just bring whatever the tablets or some sort of powder form stuff, and it's unknown, undeclared, and no one knows what it is. Then you'll be liable to have penalty there too. Plants, flowers, seeds. That's previously what I have discussed. Seasonal festive items. Look, that's all the fruit, dry fruit, nuts. You can't bring nuts into the country anymore. And here we go. So if you fail to declare them, you may be caught, subject to civil penalty, prosecuted. That's crazy. That's like you become a criminal. Fine more than 420,000. Now that's even. I don't know what it is. They're treating it like you bring in illicit drugs into the country, imprisoned for up to 10 years and get a criminal record. That is why I need to tell all the viewers and everyone there, if you do see this video, share with your friend, whoever it is. They are looking and planning to come to Australia. You have to know this, okay? Now let's jump into the actual stuff here. It's what they call BioSecurity. So what are the permitted goods? So You can bring cereal, but not nuts. Okay, cereal all processed, like cornflakes and all that. Chocolates, coffee, confectionery. So that's all the sweets, lollies, biscuits, instant noodles, fine. Muesli bar, plain bread, rolls, buns, teas, rice is fine because that's a process. You can't literally plant the rice and those rice that we buy and eat and cook and eat. Okay, now household items, that's all good. That's all processed goods, commercially prepared, packaged cosmetics. Of course, you can feather field item, kitchen equipment, music and trim, shoes, wooden items. Okay, other items, alcohol beverages. Well, obviously they are requirements of amount that you can actually bring in per person. Electronic items, that's all good. So that's all easy part. So what the red part, do not bring dairy products, milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, egg products, whole egg, dry, powdered egg, century, eggs, egg noodle, egg-based mayonnaise, sauce. How do I find out the sauce does the content of eggs in there? You have to know this time. Flowers, food and medicines. Okay, antibiotics, canned dry pet food, fruits and vegetables. Okay, apple, bananas, home cooked meals. So you can't have a packaged home cooked meal anymore. Live animal. Oh, I don't know how you can actually bring. Look at this reptile. How do you hate reptile? But I believe it's a little one like lizards. But how would you have that? How would you have that in the in your luggage? Sorry about the phone. I don't know how it just went on. Again, fruit and yogurts. Meat, no meat. Salami, sausage, ham, no meat, no beef, no pork and all that. Plants, potted plants. Beans, okay, again, nuts, seeds, soil samples, sporting and camping equipment where you have been traveling and using it's dirty and wet. So if you have those one, you can't bring it in. Traditional remedies and medicines, so that's all the herbal medications, which contains those dry herbal medicine. They are not well, they are processed, but they are not like mushrooms, for example. Okay, so they are not powder form. So your strict import condition applies. So basically, well, I will advise not to bring them anyway, because I think those stuff you can actually purchase and find in Australia anyway. So basically, that is what had been happened on the 17th of April. So if you do, if you're still overseas now in Australia and plan to come to Australia, and all your friends or family come to Australia, make sure you know what's in your luggage. If you do have anything that we had previously mentioned in our video, make sure you declare them. If it's no good, don't bring them. Okay, otherwise you will be likely to face some sort of civil penalty and even fines like 420,000 and imprisonment up to 10 years. That's just crazy. Now, through my industry, I've seen a couple already happened at the airport around Australia. So I would like to take this opportunity to share this message to all the viewers. Make sure whatever that you bring into Australia, you look at the video and check those informations before you come. All right, thank you. Good luck.